General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's going to all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats, they're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're going to realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I'll see you soon. Shalom, family.
You ready for it? You ready for it? The Lord's 57th annual Passover is going down next year. Give the Lord a hand for that. Yeah, right. You understand? Yeah, right. So now what does this mean? Okay, as a team lead, I'm looking for 10 brothers you understand, who want to step up for the kitchen department to serve the brothers and sisters of Israel, specifically newly raised troopers and newly raised officers of 50. So if you ready and you want to put in this work, make sure you get up with me on Facebook Messenger, man, and give me your details if you want to come down and do this, man. You understand? And with that, shalom.
I watch him Shabbat. I watch him Barak. What's your name? Dismiss you.
because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is BLACKWATCH with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he made man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. BLACKWATCH. Let the show begin.
We're here, stand by for Commanding General YAHANNA. We're going to tell you the truth about the stories of this week. All of the amazing things that you've seen this week, the things that you've wondered about, the things that you wanted to know. What is God's point of view on this story, on this video? We're going to discuss it here tonight. Stand by for Commanding General YAHANNA. For now, we're here with General Mayak. He's coming. Give him a hand. General Hazayan, Officer Marah, Officer Yediah, Officer Ibad, Officer Matamyad. We're getting it on in here tonight. We're going to tell you the truth. Let's go into it, Officer Marah. I'm ready when you are. I believe this first story, brother, was a terrible one. There were so many horrible stories this week out that showed you that finally, hopefully, black people are willing to police themselves. Stories about, we have that story about the sister that got kicked out of the hospital in the middle of delivery. In the middle of delivery. Is that the one we're starting off with? Go ahead and break it down, you guys.
Con, sir. This is unacceptable. Doctor and nurse fired after black woman forced to give birth in truck after being kicked out of Indiana hospital and denied care.
Do we have video? If so, let's get it together, all right? If we have the video, keep going. No?
Con.
Keep going.
A doctor and nurse at an Indiana hospital who allegedly turned away a woman in active labor are no longer employed there. Hospital officials confirmed Friday. A now viral clip shows an Indiana hospital booting a black woman from the facility while she's in active labor.
This woman was in active labor, screaming in agony. The nurse is seeing her agony and tells her, "You're still not ready yet, go home." Sends the black woman home. As she goes home, she gives birth in the car. She gives birth in an Uber car after she leaves the hospital in about 15 minutes. She gives birth. Her husband, being valiant and terrified as you could possibly understand, he is the one that delivered her baby, her man. Her man delivered her baby, which is what the Israelite school of UPK has been telling blacks and Latinos for so long. We better band together, solos a nosotros. We better band together because soon the police and the healthcare system is going to throw us away because of their racism. And we're going to have to defend each other. Thank the Lord that this sister went to the doctor this day with her man, with the child's father, because he's the one that delivered the baby in the car. He's the one that had to bring his child into this world, the same child that he created. He also had to deliver because of the racism of the healthcare. You've ever wondered when you read? I believe this is the second story like this that happened this week. If you've ever wondered why black people did not get addicted to opioids and Oxycontin the way that white people did, it's because of stories like this. This is a black woman screaming in pain, in labor, screaming. But as the doctor and the nurse look at her, they think she's not really in any pain. She's not suffering. And they send her home. That is exactly what would happen when sickle cell patients and people with broken arms and injuries would go to a hospital. They would go to a hospital and they would scream for pain medication, scream in agony. But the doctor and the nurses thought they were lying. They thought they just were trying to get pain meds. You see, white people think that we're just drug addicts. So when you go to the hospital and you have sickle cell disease and you need pain medication, the doctor and the nurse don't believe that black people feel pain the way that white people feel pain. There have been actual studies that prove this. Someone else get those studies. Get those studies that they've researched this. Doctors and nurses don't believe that black people feel pain as intensely as white people feel pain. So when black people would go to the hospital with a legitimate need for pain meds, they would never receive it. But when a white man went to the hospital complaining of a tummy ache, complaining of a hurt shoulder, or the quintessential reason to get pain medication, a hurt back. When a white man said, my back is hurting, they would give him all the pain medication he wanted. So what happened over time? Black people never developed the kind of addiction to opioids that white people absolutely were suffering from, because doctors would never give us access to the pain meds because they never believed that we felt pain the way that they feel pain. And these are actual medical studies. Do you have any yet?
Yes, sir, I do.
Please.
And I had the video as well.
Please play the video and then do the study.
Kind of one kind.
Daughter's being kicked out of this hospital because she's in active labor.
This is video the family posted to Facebook showing Mercedes Wells being pushed down the hallway of a Crown Point hospital in a wheelchair. Her family says she was in active labor, but they say hospital staff told her because she was only dilated 3 centimeters, she would have to come back later. Her sister-in-law, Sharice Joy Thompson, says they were visiting family in Indiana and the baby wasn't due for another couple of weeks.
I feel like my family.
I would let this play. The other one. Go ahead.
Kind of one kind. So that was the most.
Daughter's being kicked out of this hospital because she's in active labor.
This is video the family posted to Facebook showing Mercedes Wells being.
This is only one case. There's a whole nother case. This happens all the time. There are sisters and brothers with sickle cell disorder. And if you know anything about sickle cell disorder, one of the symptoms is terrible chronic pain in your joints, in your body, in your arms, and in your legs. And you absolutely are in need of pain medication. And black people get sickle cell far more than white people ever do. Black people go to the hospital, they cannot get pain medication. The doctor will not give them any. They're screaming for it, dying for it. But white doctors do not believe that we are actually in pain. They believe the racism of the turn of the century that said that black people, we have a higher pain tolerance than white people. We don't feel pain the way white people do. We can take pain and white people cannot. And that's why they would give white patients Oxycontin and they would deny needy blacks and Latinos of pain meds because they thought they could take it. And that has been going on since slavery. Go ahead and play the video. Play what you have.
Kind of one kind, sir.
Go ahead.
This is from Google. The statement that black people feel less pain than white people is a false and harmful myth rooted in historical racism, not scientific evidence. This belief contributes significantly to the race disparities in pain management and systematic undertreatment of pain in black patients.
Do you understand? This is not something that we're making up. This has been studied by colleges and universities, that when a black person goes to the hospital, I'm in pain, the doctors think she's lying. They're lying. They don't really feel that. They're just trying to get pills. They're just drug addicts. They don't really feel pain. And a white man goes to the hospital and they treat him like he's a delicate flower, that he can't take pain. A white woman, forget about it. They think she's made of glass. They think that she cannot take any pain. So what were they doing? Giving them all the Oxycontin they wanted. And what happened? The white man developed an Oxycontin habit that was so terrible that Oxycontin death at one time surpassed car accidents as a cause of death in America. It was the leading cause of death. Opioid overdoses were the leading cause of death in America, all because white people are believed to be delicate and sensitive, and blacks and Latinos are so rough that we are lying if we say we feel pain. Any more in that story? Keep going.
Count on one con, sir. If I may, I'm going to continue. Origin of the myth. The myth dates back to the era of slavery in the United States. In the 19th century, a physician named Dr. Thomas Hamilton conducted a non-consensual and inhumane experiments on enslaved people. I'm gonna keep reading. Promoting the fallacious idea that black individuals' skin was thicker and their nerve endings less sensitive than those of white people to justify their brutal treatment.
Remember, they're beating our backs as if we're cattle in slavery. They're chaining up our necks. They're putting giant steel around our neck every day. But they don't want to think of themselves as cruel. They don't want to think of themselves as being inhumane. So what do doctors say? Their necks are stronger. Their legs are thicker. Their skin is thicker. They can take it. I know we're beating him, but he can take the beating. I know it would hurt a white man if he took that beating. And a white woman, she's the most delicate thing in the world. But a black woman, she can take the beating because her skin is thicker. This is what they taught. They taught this in colleges and in universities. And now you're going to watch a video every day where you'll see a black woman screaming in pain. And some nurse will be standing there like, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Just go home and come back. Go home. Go home. She doesn't feel that you actually are in pain. She thinks in most cases you're lying. Give me this sickle cell woman if you have that one. This came on 60 Minutes. This girl with sickle cell who was going to the hospital all the time screaming in agony with the worst case of sickle cell that people can get. And she could never get any medication. Never. They would never give her any medication because they just believed that she was faking, that she wasn't actually in pain. And this belief goes back to slavery. It's also why you white people were dying of opioid addiction and black people were not. We were not dying because you were fed every Oxycontin pill that you wanted because everyone at the hospital thought that your pain was worse than ours. And they didn't give us those pills. And now here we go again. You know how many years after slavery? It's 2025. A black woman is still going to the hospital screaming in pain. And she can't even get any help. She can't get a bed. She can't even get the right to stay in the hospital. They send her home. She has the baby in the car leaving the hospital. You can find that story on the news. That's a better one. When a woman had the baby in the car. But whatever you have now, I'll take it. Let's try not to have gaps, though. Just keep talking as soon as I turn to you. Go ahead.
Got the other video, sir.
Please, go ahead and go start. Can they hear it?
Oh, it's me.
You've been pregnant. 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes! You have 2 babies
It's
at
in
home?
my ass!
You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Lang is her doctor.
Why
treat all your patients like this or just the black ones?
Everyone's not a patient for you. Last name is Jones. She's G3P2.
That's enough. Well, to go back to the study. Is there anything else in the study?
Got on one con,
Go
sir.
ahead. Someone else find the 60 Minutes video with the sickle cell sister. Go ahead.
Got on one con, sir.
Do me a favor, make it a little wider, a taste wider. Go ahead. Y'all ready or not?
Yes, sir. I'm ready right now.
Go ahead.
Got on one con. A prominent 2016 study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that a half of a sample of white medical students and residents endorsed at least one false biological belief about black people.
Go ahead. Why?
E.g., black people's skin is thicker than white people's skin, which was the quote unquote. Those who held these beliefs were more likely to rate a black patient's pain as less severe and make less accurate treatment recommendations.
And let me tell you, and that's why when you see stories like this, you might think this is a one-off or this is just one cruel nurse or one cruel doctor. It is not. This is a common belief that goes back to slavery, and it's happening every day. It's happening all of the time, because they don't believe that we're human. They think that we're like animals, beasts made for burdens, made for labor. And because of it, our pain is ignored because they are the cruel people of this planet Earth. And they don't give us the kindness you'd give an animal that was barking, the kindness that you would give an animal that was in need. They don't give it to blacks and Latinos. But soon their power is running out. Soon their time to dominate us and to be in charge of our health care and to be in charge of how we get served, that time is running out. All we have to do is turn back to the Lord, obey him in all his ways, and serve him in everything that we do. And instead, they'll come to us when they're in pain. They'll come to us for help. And then a more kind ruler will rule this planet. Give me the next story.
Oh my God.
General Mayat, give him a hand.
Yeah, but you must break a thumb.
I have the story, sir.
Go ahead, brother.
It says ER's last resort for sickle cell patients who face racism when seeking care.
Now, sickle cell is a disorder that, chronic pain is the major symptom of sickle cell. It was a time if you had sickle cell, you were dead by the time you were 16. It was like diabetes. You just died at 16 years old. You died at 20 years old. Now, because of the Most High God blessing us with scientific advancements, now you can have a longer life with sickle cell, and in many cases be triumphant over it. But it comes with chronic pain in most cases. And this is what sickle cell patients, if they're black and Hispanic, have been going through for all of their lives. Keep going.
Co-concert, before Serena Thompson seeks treatment in a hospital emergency department for excruciating pain brought on by her sickle cell disease, she does something many people would never consider in the middle of a health emergency. She puts on a nice set of clothes and brushes her hair, hoping that her tidy appearance will ensure staff will take her seriously.
Mayak, did you hear what this woman that they just said? This woman, she has sickle cell, and she has to go to the hospital to get transfusions, to get pain medication injected into her arm. She has to go. But before she goes, she gets dressed up like she's going to a job interview. She makes sure that she looks like she's educated, that she looks like that she's clean and looks like she's a well-educated person, because if she walks in there in sweatpants, they're not going to give her the pain meds. So she makes sure to dress up and to look professional before she goes to the emergency room. That's what black people and Latinos have been going through here. And you wonder why God is angry with you. That's what we've been going through. I watch people all week look at the women who are demanding for the Epstein files to be released. They're sitting on the steps of the Congress demanding that the Epstein files be released. And they fight, and they can't even get the Congress to read a piece of paper. Can you imagine what we have been going through, demanding justice for 400 years for offenses that are happening tonight? The same offense that happened during slavery is happening tonight in hospitals all over the world. Can you imagine what we're going through, you survivors of Epstein's Island? Can you imagine now what we have been suffering? Now you see, right? You see how hard it is to get rich white men to be accountable for anything that they've done. Now you understand a taste of what we might be going through as we look for kindness from a people that think that we are animals because it makes them money if we're animals.
Come. Hey, General. Yediah, do we have the story? There's another story about a woman who was in labor at the hospital, in labor,
and they sent their ass home. Said she wasn't dilated enough, even though the baby's head was right there. Do we have that story, Yedaya? Say again? That was the first one we played, the one you described. Oh, okay, no problem. I missed the slide. First one. That was hard. Go ahead and play it. Play it, Marah, Yedaya.
I feel like I have to make sure I have to put myself together, present myself a different way, not looking like a so-called bum. Just present myself in a way that is approachable and for them to take me seriously. Some people describe it as, getting stabbed, electric shock, can't function, can't talk. It's very scary. It almost feels like you're in a dark hole where nobody can reach out to you and help you.
Are there times where your pain isn't believed?
I would say all the time. All the time. The intensity of the pain is not believed.
And how much of that has to do with the color of your skin?
I would say the majority, because of the fact that we're labeled drug seekers, we're questioned more. We are
as black patients.
As black patients. This is why we hesitate to go to the hospital, because it's almost like an uphill battle.
If anyone else is experiencing this amount of pain, they would just go to the hospital, go to the ER.
They would go straight to the hospital, expecting to be looked at, expecting to be treated in a timely manner, and expecting to be better.
But you don't have that same expectation.
No.
I think that's it. That's it, Marah. I saw this story. I wanted to cry for this girl. I wanted to flat out cry for this girl because we saw that video this week of two black women. They go to the hospital. They're screaming in labor pains, and there is no compassion from the healthcare professionals whose job it is to help them. They send them straight home. They have the baby in the Uber ride on the way home. Shalom up. They have the baby in the car, Marah. They have the baby in the car because the people whose job it is to have compassion on you, they believe that's the people who are getting paid every day to have compassion on you. They don't believe you're feeling any pain. They look at you, you're not ready yet, go home. You have the baby in the goddamn Uber ride home. You have the car and you have the baby in the car home. That baby could have died simply because white people don't believe we feel pain. They believe that our backs are made for burdens, that we're like mules or oxes. And so as we're screaming, in the back of their mind, they're thinking she's overreacting. She's faking. She's being emotional, and she's really not in as much pain as she's acting like she is. And they send you home. And you saw that this week with two stories. All I'm trying to tell you is that this is normal. There are sickle cell women putting on makeup before they go to the emergency room. They can't look like an old crackhead hoe. They got to make sure they're pretty, put lipstick on, because they know that this doctor is not going to give them the meds. She's not getting it. So she has to make sure that she beats every black stereotype before she goes in for an emergency. She has to put on makeup. She has to dress like a job interview. She has to beat the racism of the first impression before she goes in there, or else she's not going to get any meds. Now, that's how long this has been happening. And according to this report, it's been happening since slavery, which is why they justify beating us. That report we read earlier, that's the report that doctors issued to justify the beatings, because these beatings were not cruel, because our skin is thicker than white people's. We can take it like an ox, what's that thing they stuck a cow with, a cattle prod? Yeah. That cattle prod is full of electricity. It would kill one of us, but it's fine for a cow. He's a cow. He can take it. He can take it. That was the medical report for black people, which justified beating us. with bullwhips, sir.
If I can add a little bit, the water. Like, let me tell you, what you're saying is so right. How many of you heard this week about the report about the measurement of kidney failure? You notice there's 1 million dialysis places all over the city, right?
I noticed.
Guess what? They white people, they back in the 30s, when they were setting up the measurements on the machines for whether or not someone has kidney failure, do you know they adjusted the machines for black people to be higher? So let's say just hypothetically, let's say number 5, and this came out in the news this weekend. Let's say number 5 means you got kidney failure, right? When they turn the machine on to do black people, because they got a measurement for everybody, they turn the machine up a couple of notches. Like there's an actual medical number they gotta set. So when the machine hits 7, you really at the 5 and got the failure, but they still mark it as 7. And you can look this up. It's so crazy. You would think this is not even real, but it's actually real. That's exactly what they do. And brother, if they go into the doctor who became famous for women's psychology, brother, the things that he did to the sisters was horrific. He took slaves out, strapped them down, removed organs from them, did all kinds of, we've been through every manner of torture available. And now they still have the same measurements that they had back then. So you go in the hospital, brother, a white man go in and they say, when you fill out the thing, they lower the number for him. So he gets his dialysis immediately. You go in, the number is different. Go look it up. It's still on the records today. And they said they said, well, we realize now we have to, make a change and we have to make this. Let me tell you something. We were never, ever, and no nation is supposed to do this. Once again, all you got to do is look at the world and you know that the Lord was right. That whole philosophy of telling us everybody should love together and be together. We are the world. All that bullshit. Every nation got to look out for itself. And the problem is the Lord's nation, you are the one nation that will not look out for yourself. You will not look out for one another. You turning on, you eating the propaganda if you don't know it or not. If you turning on all them fight videos with bitches fighting in the street and all that, you are hyping the algorithm to push more of that garbage out. And they pushing that garbage out because they want us to be watching it. They want us watching that fight and that chaos so that you'll come out your calm house and you'll keep that chaos going. They doing so much evil, like you brought out. Them white girls are sitting, you work a job and you sit there and you know how you have one of them days and you be like, damn, man, I'm sick of this place today. I want to go home. Them white people be sitting in there saying, man, I'm sick of these niggas, man. I want to get the hell up out of here. And did you bring out the serial killer? Marah, was you the one talking with me about the serial killers?
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay, about the females, white serial killers? Oh, I got the hip y'all to this. I forget who I was speaking with. So whoever was speaking to me, man, please let us know. Did we get Yatazar?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm coming whenever you're ready. All right. Let me just tell y'all this. Do you know we had the statistics looked up for white female serial killers? Medical attention for my child. They said them pediatric nurses, y'all remember recently that nurse was breaking the baby's bone. They said them pediatric white nurses be killing them babies all the time. They said she is the #1 serial killer, putting air inside the lines when you get an IV. and all that. That's why, listen, they run it. You know how they come in the room and just start ready to put something in here? No way. You better check. I slows that up. Hold on. Wait. Who ordered it? That's all I want to know. First of all, who ordered this? Yeah. Second of all, what is it? Let me see the label. Then I might let you. Muhammad over here. Listen, I'm reformed, all right?
Do what you want.
My agent for the white man. I had to get reformed. I had to bring me out of the Cold War. I had to get out the Cold War.
Commander General Yohanna with the robe on, walking down the street. with the hospital gown on in the parking lot. Y'all, I'm out.
He got to be something nefarious with these Edomites, man, all the time. So you go in the hospital, man, your baby, your child, that white nurse is the most dangerous person to be around you and your child. They said that's where the number one serial killers are. So you know, of course, what the solution is. The solution is like every solution. We stopped fighting for ourselves when we started trusting our slave master. We trusted our slave master and gave up whatever he wanted us to give up. Our own safety, our own self-protection, our own consciousness, our better sense, our education in many cases. We gave up for sure our God. We left the Most High for that God, that white Jesus they got in the church, which vanquished us as a people. And we were left with nothing after that, man. I ain't gonna run on because we got a lot of story. But that, damn right, that's hell.
You want to go?
Keep your call.
Let's do the.
We got Yatazar on the phone.
Yatazar, please. Grab Yatazar.
Sorry.
Officer Yatazar, you got it.
Shalom, warrior.
Shalom, alawap, yum, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shabrakatah, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shabrakatah.
Yahweh Shabrakatah.
What's going on, warrior?
Most High in Christ. Tawada for bringing me out of one yum. I
John,
just said.
Can we get you on screen? Can we get him on screen?
Yes, sir.
You look a little dark, Yatazar. Yeah.
So, you wanna use the light real quick? Go out, sir. See what I work on that real quick. So, see if you can work on that for me real quick. Real quick, I don't want you. I sent Officer Yediah a news story about what we were just bringing out about the nurses and the babies. Before we get to Haiti, this happened in the Dominican Republic. Right now, it's a heavy crackdown in the Dominican Republic on our Haitian brothers and sisters. And what happened a few days ago is that this Levi sister, she gave birth. She gave birth in Haiti, in the DR, and they arrested her the next day. And the baby died the day after.
Damn. And was the arrest because she was in the Dominican Republic?
It's a crackdown on Haitians being in the Dominican Republic. Some of them were born there. They do not want to give them their papers. It's like the devil is strangling Haiti at this time. I don't want.
We show you, boy. This Edomite, boy. The Lord, he gonna bring a plague like they ain't never seen on it, because this Edomite done spread this poison from the White House to damn near every country on earth. Every country on earth now is totally trying to keep their own people and get rid of everybody else. And the problem is the Lord dispersed us all over the earth. Scripture said we in every nation under the earth. You understand? So we everywhere. So as a result, we are one of the main ones that's going to have a lot of hell because of the nonsense that they trying to pull off. Because that's ridiculous. And that's two families. And once again, we'll let a skin color make us hate each other. You're not getting me to hate another man over his skin color. I hate him because of what his race has done to mine. But I'm not going to hate that man because of his skin color. I'm not going to do that. And I certainly ain't fighting no war over no color. You know what I mean? To have possession of a color that the whole damn world uses. And look at the mess that our people have gotten into behind this, man. Give me some more, Akon, if you don't mind.
So I could read it real quick. I don't know if Officer Yediah could share it.
Please.
But the thing is, I don't want no major news. There's no major news coverage on it at all. And there's something else that I wanted to bring out last week. So like I came on too late last week, but there's something else I wanted to bring out, and you're gonna be shocked when I tell you. I don't want you. But let me read this real quick about this story.
Please.
I'm gonna use unalive for TikTok's sake. I'm live on TikTok right now. The unalive of a Haitian newborn in detention in the Dominican Republic has sparked widespread outrage. Melissa Jean-Baptiste, 20, was arrested with her baby in her arms by Dominican immigration authorities as they sought to deport her to Haiti. According to witnesses, the child, who was particularly fragile, could not withstand the inhumane conditions imposed on Haitian migrants. He died only a few hours after their arrest. I said the next day. He actually died a few hours after.
And they already lived there and all that.
Come out of one car. Come out of one car.
That's super evil, man. That is super duper evil. You know what I'm saying? And it show you how ignorant our tribes are. Nobody would ever do that to a white man. White man come there with no paperwork, nothing. He don't even use a goddamn passport. He come up in the city and walk your beaches, eat your food, treat you like you're a fucking tourist attraction. Excuse my French. You understand? And nobody gives him a hard time about nothing. His white woman gets pregnant. Oh, okay. We back? Okay. Like his woman get pregnant and go into labor out there. They not putting her in the detention center.
Right.
Her or her baby. Like they have truly lived good on this earth. And that's why when the Lord set up the kingdom of heaven out, there will be no guilt. There will be no guilt for us enjoying all the splendor. We will have no guilt for being treated better than they're being treated. Meaning the other, in this case, and those Israelites who don't get the seats that you get in the kingdom. Like you ain't gonna have no guilt because of the crown that you wear in the kingdom of heaven, because you'll be the one that'll turn down the opportunity to do something this cool and evil to one of the tribes. We so easily programmed, man. You understand? You easily programmed. I grew up in the Bronx, man, with some real killers, man. I mean, some real diabolical killer. To this day, my people tell me, don't go up to the same projects I grew up in. I be saying, man, I think I'm going to go by there and see what it look like. They be like, please don't come up here. Don't come up there unless you bringing an army with you, because they still killing like crazy up there. And here's the thing, man. While I got nothing but love for Israel, we so easily programmed to hate each other and kill each other. Like, we need to turn that down among us, man. You know what I mean? We need to turn that down. That's why, again, listen, I forget who, I only know like Mataza Palm, a couple of other ones, Mawasa, but big shout out to every brother and sister for that matter, because Sharab Banah, right? One of my daughters out there. Anyway, young man, she be posting a lot of beautiful videos too. A wonderful sister, man, from deep south. All right, let me tell you something. It was big shout out to all of them, all of us who post these white fighting videos. I done seen some of them is ridiculous. Yeah, like white people fighting each other. Like the brothers and sisters been posting those like as a pushback for all the black videos. They coming with black fatigue. They calling it white fatigue, where you get one of them videos with them fighting, you put it on, and then you call it white fatigue to say, look, there's plenty of y'all killing and fighting, and I mean, they be getting horrific with they fighting the cops. Yeah. I mean, one of them was whooping the cop, I mean, beating the piss out this cop, and he's saying, he's reaching, he's trying to get my gun. He's trying to get my gun. Two other cops jump in, The three of them fighting them. The one cop, he's trying to get my gun. He's trying to get my gun. They did not do anything. They tackled him to the ground, put the handcuffs on him, and took his ass away. If he was black, they'd have walked right up to him and cracked that pistol in his brain. They would have went right there and tried to put him to death on the spot. So my point is, brothers is pushing back with that because that's psychological warfare, man. Push all these videos of us fighting each other back and forth so it can look like, you know, we wilding out in these streets when black people is in the damn house.
Right.
Black people ain't even trying to be in these streets with ICE running up and down and all of the other lunatic cops and what they doing, but they want you to believe that that's what we doing. They want you to believe we having nothing but fights all over the damn place, and they doing it by these videos. And some of these videos are AI. You understand? And the whole point of it is to make us look bad. Why? So that white people could do what they've been doing, like you bringing out. You know what I'm saying? So they can push that same scenario on us, man. One last line. And because of it, then you lose your humanity for your Haitian brothers and sisters. You lose your humanity for it because you're watching videos that's programming you to hate your own instead of getting your head right on what you should be doing. Salaki.
If I could, Yatas, I was going to just back up what Commander General Yohanna was saying. The conflict between the Haitians and the Dominicans, once the fullness comes out and their eyes are open, they're going to realize the exact same thing that the Latinos and the black people in jail will realize once their eyes are open. Like Latinos in jail in America and black people hate each other in those jails. They hate each other, they kill each other, they harm each other. The Dominicans and the Haitians hate each other on their island. And once their eyes are open, they're going to realize that this whole time someone else has been behind our conflict. That there's been a greater enemy that we couldn't even see because of our poverty, because of survival. We couldn't even notice that there is someone else who is pushing us to hurt each other. There is someone who profits from our division, and people in prison don't realize it, and people in Haiti and the Dominican Republic don't realize it. But one day they will. One day they will, Levi. You understand?
Did we lose him?
No, sweat.
Salaki. And in the meantime, get me
Cut
that.
out of one card, sir.
Instruments are crucial. Go ahead.
No, I say cut out of one card, sir. Cut out of one card. And they are, and I must say this as well, sir, because there are a lot of Dominicans, not enough, of course, because some of them, you know, they, especially after our mission to DR, they write us, you know, in private, you know, they don't have the spirit that we have, you know, they fear their, you know, they fear the other Dominicans because when they speak up against it, they say that, oh, they are traitors. That's what these Dominicans say. So when they speak against the injustice, they say, oh, y'all are traitors. Y'all not Dominicans now. Y'all Haitians now. You know, so there are Dominicans who speak against what's happening because another side that is not being promoted on the internet is the fact that Haitians and Dominicans also get along with each other. They marry one another, you know, they work together and they love each other. But of course, the curse, the hatred still exists, but the other side exists as well. So as you know, we are doing this work under your leadership, sir. We are going to open the eyes of our people because I get.
He got muted by mistake. Can get him back. Go ahead, Al. You realize
when the Haitians get at me, I let them know it's because you have the white man spirit in you that you hate your Dominicans brothers. And when the Dominicans get at me, I let them know as well. You hate the Haitians because you got that white man spirit. And don't worry, the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to get that spirit out of you. You know?
Brother, let me tell you something. What you just said is nuclear. If I could. What you just said is nuclear. Like every brother should take that stance. Every brother should make it filthy for us to hate our brothers when you ain't doing nothing when it comes to the white man. You see a white man down the street, you ain't mean mugging him. You ain't reckless eyeballing him. You ain't side-eyeing him. Right or wrong. You walk past him, you trying to walk just like him, dress just like him, talk just like him. but you ain't trying to treat him like you treat another brother or another tribe. And that's why if you in, just like you said, Levi, if you in one of the tribes and you see your tribe looking ill on you and the brothers because there's other brothers in there. That happened to me out in California one time. This is years ago. We went out there. When you see that, man, stand up in it. And if something got to be said, let it be said. Because we should make that the problem. We allow drug dealers and broken brothers and sisters to dictate to the rest of the nation how we gonna be towards our own brothers. Like, how are you gonna let somebody else who's not even in the leadership position or in the spirit to do it teach us to hate each other? Meanwhile, the white man gets he gets such a pass. He gets a pass even from his own white people. Like, he teach them white people, just like they be saying all over TikTok. He teach that white man that he's better than a black man, and that white man will let him destroy everything. He don't give a damn. That's how much that hatred for us is. If we don't pour that in us and make us strong and do it soon, you're going to see a lot of pain in the black and Levite community. And we got to get slavery out of our mind.
Right.
Every decision don't have to go to Esau. Like we make decisions in the hood about evil things all the time. And they making decisions about it. Wait till he read this story about this devil that killed this Issacharite's baby in the car and felt justified. Like, once again, they are signaling to Donald Trump and the Republican Party, give us permission to just kill these niggas and spicks whenever we want. Like, they want to get back to that. They felt like they were promised that, and they got shorted on that. Marjorie Taylor Greene too. She thought she was going to bring it back to the old white supremacist days where a nigga saw you and bowed his head because of fear in his bones of you. That's what he thought. And so now they mad that Donald Trump done got caught and done got the babies and all the children. You understand? And now they upset that he didn't deliver on that. And brother, he's not delivering on it, but the Lord is delivering on it. And let me tell you something, in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to own the soul of a white man. You walk in the room with any white man on the planet in Christ's kingdom, and that white man is going to know that he lives or dies by your decision. If you get too upset, he might be vaporized. If you a little happy, he might get an extra cookie, because that is exactly how he treated us. But that don't come with hating your brother. You don't get that. You don't get that. That don't come with that. That come with you coming together with your brother, not for power. That's another thing. A lot of you think we calling for us to come together for carnal power. We calling for us to come together because Christ commanded it.
That's right.
Christ commanded it, not for power. Our power is going to come on from on high. Christ said, wait on me. Wait until you receive power from on high. That power is coming from on high. And it is beyond anything that these white people have ever believed that they've developed. They think they've developed all kinds of greatness. It's nothing compared to what the Lord got coming for you. And you can't stop the minds of the people to turn this thing into the third world's war. You think you can. You think you can mess with the minds of people and control how this goes. You can't control this. The Lord is going to control it. And you and the world is going to fall into the hands of your house. Salaki, I didn't mean to run on you. Please. Salaki. Go ahead, Yatazar. Salaki.
Khan out of one, Khan, sir. Khan out of one. I wanted to, last week, there's a story that happened. I wanted to talk about it. So I don't know if Officer Yediah can play the video, sir.
Tell me it's that story with the two Edomites that wanted to take over the island.
Oh man, cuz, sir. And like you just said, you just said it, sir. They don't want to, they want to go to the old ways, sir. These two Edomites, they don't want to be diplomatic. They're trying to be Christopher Columbus out of one. They don't want to be diplomatic about it. They felt like, and it's so ironic because they were recruiting men from Washington, D.C. And I remember General Muhammad brought this out a while back, that a lot of white people that left the army that are fed up with America, they go to D.C. specifically when they want to be homeless in D.C. because they're not giving a handout. They go to D.C. So a lot of these homeless, General Muhammad brought it out under your leadership, sir. A lot of these homeless in D.C., they are former veterans, former, ex-military. So these devils, these two devils, they were subtle enough to not choose New York, not choose New Jersey, but chose the District of Columbia to go do their recruitment, to go to the island of Haiti to do what Christopher Columbus did a few hundred years ago, sir.
That's so insane. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I ain't good. No, let me stop. but I didn't know that it was illegal for you to do that outside the country. I thought you could go out the country and just, see a little island of white folk, decide. But it is illegal, and so I heard they got arrested for. You got the article, you done? Because brother, that is bold.
Mm-hmm.
That is bold. Esau is bold if he really meant it.
Maybe he has a story.
We got the video, sir.
SHALAM.
No, that was it.
Okay.
And also, I don't want you, while the video is getting ready, and this shows you also, sir, can I be heard?
Please, yes.
Done, sir. Haiti is so vulnerable right now. We haven't had a president since July 7, 2021, when they unalived our last president that we had, that were cutting the contracts of these oligarch families, that one of them specifically I wanted to talk about last week, and we're about to talk about him, sir. But ever since then, we haven't had a stable government. We still don't have a president for Haiti. And it is total chaos right now on the island of Haiti in Port-au-Prince. The gangs have taken over 90% of the capital, and the capital feed the entire country. The place that they were going, like a lot of people are confused when it says an island on Haiti, because Haiti is already an island. But we have multiple small islands that Haiti has jurisdiction over. We have Turtle Island, we have Île-à-Vache, and the specific smaller island that they were going is called La Gonave. So they weren't going to the mainland of Haiti. It's a small island that is off of the capital, which is west from where the capital is. That's where they were gonna go. And it's inhabited by about 87,000 people. And we are so vulnerable at this point. These devils felt comfortable to go there and learn Creole and know that our people are gonna open them with open arms, like we opened our arms to Bill Clinton in 1975 when he came to have his honeymoon. A lot of people don't know that. Bill Clinton had his honeymoon with his devil wife in Haiti in 1975. But the whole time he came, he had planned to destroy Haiti, and this is exactly what he had done. And these devils, they had the same plan for that.
Levi, can you hear me?
Cut out on what cut.
Levi, they played the news story, but it's in Creole. Can you just lay out, tell us this story. Tell us what happened.
So what happened, I got it right here in front of me.
Okay.
It's two devils from Texas. Their plan was to take over an island that is off of Haiti, but it's right there. It's just a smaller island, not part of the mainland of Haiti. They went to the Air Force. They went to learn how to sail boats. They learned the Creole language, and their plan was to go there, and like it says in the article, to unalive the men and then rape the women and children and use them as sex slaves and child photography. I'm saying photography for a reason. And child photography. This was their plan, not this video. This video is about one of the oligarchs' families that I'm about to tell you about, Adewanyam. But that was the plan of these devils. You was asking me about this video, sir? Salakia.
Yeah, but that was good. The story you brought out was perfect because that was the original story. But what is this video? What's that video about with the skeleton, with the grave?
So this video, sir, let me read this real quick before I talk about the video. Let me read this real quick, sir, if I may. Salakia. There is a oligarch in Haiti, one of the richest people in Haiti, and Salakia, I got to get this, sir, before I said it. Salakia, I don't want him. I just had it, I lost it. There you go. His name is Andre I.S.U.P.K, right? I'm gonna read about him briefly, and then I'm gonna explain the video. Okay. Andre I.S.U.P.K Jr. He is a businessman in Haiti, known for leading the group 184, a coalition which forced Jean-Bertrand Aristide from power in 2004. Jean-Bertrand Aristide, he was the president in 2004 in Haiti. Through a coup d'etat, and this is the exact word that is used in that article about the two devils. They wanted to give that island a coup d'etat. But Andre I.S.U.P.K, he forced Jean-Bertrand Aristide from power in 2004 through a coup d'etat in collaboration with the United States. According to Guy Philippe, Appert and other businessmen financed and met with Philippe and other leaders of the paramilitaries which took up arms to overthrow Aristide. Appert is the head of Alpha Industries, one of the largest assembly factories in Haiti, as well as a member of both Initiative de la Société Civile. So now, this man, Adewanyam, he is one of the richest so-called Haitians in Haiti, but he is from Lebanon. His parents are from Lebanon. They've been to Haiti for a few generations. The video that you are looking at, something went bad. This is from one of the gang members called L'Amour Sans Jour. L'Amour Sans Jour literally means death without a date. Death without a date. What he did, Adewanyam, he recorded, he went through a field that is Andre I.S.U.P.K property where he's at right now. And he recorded multiple holes that had skeletons in them. And he said, he accused them of being involved in organ trafficking. Also producing cocaine in Haiti, and also raising marijuana in Haiti, which is illegal. So this is an accusation that was made by these gang leaders in Haiti. And they had the video evidence to show allegedly that crack cocaine is being made in Haiti in a laboratory, in the property of Andre I.S.U.P.K, and also marijuana, and also they show the skeletons. You could see human skeletons, you could see cranes.
Yeah.
You could see human skeleton in these holes, but no media, no major news coverage about this story. I don't want you. None whatsoever. This is what's going on right now on the island of Haiti, sir. It is total chaos, and nobody talks about it. And also, let me say this real quick. I don't want you, Salakia. Once this happened, so many people that the Haitian community listened to, influencers and independent journalists, so many of them came online to speak against, not to talk about the accusation of the drug trafficking, the organ trafficking, but to speak against, the gang member. We've been speaking against the gang members forever, but this is a serious accusation, because if these bones were in the backyard of a black man in America or any country, an investigation would have been made, and there's nothing going on in Haiti about this. Nothing whatsoever, sir. And I wanted to bring that up so people are aware that like we said a few years back, Haiti is being gentrified, and it's no law and order at all in Haiti, where a person from Lebanon is accused of trafficking organ and nothing is being done about it. So like y'all don't want them for being long-winded.
If I could, sir, what Levi is saying is so heavy in that this is the gentrification process. At the end of this, all of this land in Haiti, the white man will buy it for pennies, and then they'll turn it into a vacation spot. I'll give you a place that it just recently happened with. This place had the highest crime rate on the planet. Now it is safer than Canada. What's that place where they build in the prisons and they make everybody?
El Salvador, sir.
El Salvador had the highest crime on the planet Earth. Right now, El Salvador has less crime than Canada. Right now, it's safer than Canada because there are prisons everywhere and they strip you butt naked. And of course, when you go research who owns the prisons, white Americans, like American oligarchs, people who live in America, American citizens, billionaires from America own all of those prisons, and they've taken over the island. And now it's a paradise for white people to go to on vacation. But the people of the island are stripped butt naked and thrown in jail. And so this is just the process. It happened to Brooklyn, Harlem. It had where Brooklyn at one time, my God, was, a hellhole. Now it's, now the Clintons go there and it's wonderful. But this is that part to make the property values go so low that they can just get it for nothing. And Haiti is getting their turn. They're getting their turn right now. And it's a terrible and sad thing because the people who are being hurt are the chosen people of God. And there's going to be justice, Levi. Don't ever think that what you see happening to your people, don't ever think that there's not justice from God on its way, brother. It's coming. You understand?
Con out of one con. Con out of one con.
It'd be something to see when that day comes as well, too. And let me ask you this: how's the food situation? Are they like, in other words, do people eat less now than before they overthrew the president? Like, how has the economy changed? How has funds from the United States and other countries, from expats, expatriates and stuff, how is that money? Is it still pouring into Haiti? Is it getting to the people? What's the landscape like?
Money is still getting to the people. I don't want them through the diaspora. A lot of Levi, and it's been like this for years, but it's like that's especially now because the cost of living to buy food. I mean, food is a luxury in Haiti. I don't want you, to buy bread and to buy rice. It's a luxury in Haiti. So a lot of Levi depend on Haitians from the diaspora. That's who really keeps Haiti alive, is the diaspora. I don't want you.
So they're able to give money. If you're a Haitian in the United States, you're able to give money to a Haitian in Haiti, correct?
Correct, sir.
But you cannot. It was something that was unusual about those expats that they did not allow. You remember what that was?
About the what?
About expatriates or the diaspora, as you call it. That there was some law in Haiti that those people could not participate in, and it hurt Haiti quite a bit, I heard. I don't know if you remember what it is.
Is that old or new? Because recently, I know Donald Trump, it's old.
Yes. But go ahead, tell me about what happened with Trump.
Well, recently, Donald Trump was talking about increasing. We already have to pay a fee to send money to Haiti. So what was spoken about is an additional fee to send money to Haiti. So he's basically attempting to make it harder for people to send money to Haiti, or make it more expensive, rather, I should say, for you to send money to Haiti. And what the government of Haiti did under Michel Martelly is that they charge every Haitian that's sending money to Haiti, they charge you an extra $1.50. So every time you send money to Haiti, this was never implemented until the Clinton had Michel Martelly in power. And when they had him in power, they had him implement a fee of $1.50. That is illegal to do, but they've been collecting that money, I think, since 2012. So every time you pay you send money to a family member or friend in Haiti, not only do you pay the fee that you pay through COM or Western Union, whatever, whichever agency you use, pay an additional $150. Donald Trump was talking about increasing the fee and putting an extra fee, you know, when you're sending money to Haiti.
Like they some greedy bastards. As poor as Haiti is, you would for them to add an extra fee. I mean, they will extort you to death in this kingdom, man. They're gonna put an extra fee on them just because they know they can get it, and they know Americans got to pay it. So they're gonna just put more fees on you to make it just harder to put food in the mouth for people to starve. Meanwhile, the empire is, I mean, the wealth that is coming into this empire is ridiculous, man. Long live the Haitian people, brother. They gonna win in the end. You know what I'm saying? Levi will win in the end. And them two Edomites, they lucky they didn't go down there because them Haitians would have cut them up. The voodoo would have been amazing. They'd have put on them. That and the machete. Man, them cats would have been fish mobs.
Cut out of a gun.
Yeah.
And this last article, I don't want them, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
This last article, this is the two men you are looking at here in this picture. On the left is the current president. He is the president of the Transitional Presidential Council. So it's a council that they created temporarily until they can have election to officially have a president in Haiti. So he is the current temporary president of the Transitional Presidential Council. And next to him is the Prime Minister of Qatar. He has a long name, I don't want Mohammed Al-Fadi. I can't remember his name.
We ain't even concerned with his name.
They're
talking about possibly putting a base in the United States for Qatar, or however you want to pronounce it. So that base might also be used for them to invade Haiti and take over Haiti. And this is such a shame, but it's going to end soon because it's the Arabs are also playing in with the United States and others for who they're going to enslave. Like, this is basically how they plan on ruling the world in the near future. They just going to cut it up, make us slaves, and try and make sure that the Lord's chosen people never rise to be over the top of this earth again. But it is not going to work against these prophecies. So they trying to cut them a stake in that area as well. So are the Pakistani, the East Indians. East Indians got a big stake in the Caribbean, and they trying to now start with these same type of racist programs to work on the other tribes in Trinidad and other areas. They're gonna try to work on them and crush them down. Everybody wants to enslave the 12 tribes. Nobody wants to let you rule. Now we're gonna find out why Christ is to get this crown.
Yes, sir.
Why is he to get this rulership? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, our day is coming, Levi.
Coming out of one con.
Damn right. So why the fuck coming on now?
Tawada out of one, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah.
All right. Daddy? Oh, you was gonna say some shit.
My concert. There was a recent story that went viral about it. You know what I mean? About the young girl that was in church that was trying to give thanks to her for her stepmother.
Come. And there's video of it, right? You about to see the soul of a monster. You about to see exactly what the Christian church produces. You about to see what's really sitting inside these sisters after going to church for a good period of time. Like, these churches, through emotions, do something to these sisters that is on another level of evil. All right. Iba, can you do me again? Same thing. Thank you. All right, let's can we play it?
say what they're thankful for, and then when I saw what happened, I was like, yeah,
A little
this
louder
is
if you
full
I
of
don't know if
women.
everybody. Can y'all hear this at
But
home?
on further research, I saw that they had men in there. And then that's even worse because that means the women get free reign in that church. Because isn't that the very reason why they have children's Bible book? You know, they have the children's book.
They
have
got them little girls.
pictures,
Get me right
so
on
you
this. They
can
got these
make
little girls
children.
dressed halfway like little boys.
I might need somebody to explain the story to me if somebody saw the video because the broad is talking over it. I can't understand the video.
Can we do anything, y'all? You die? Can you read the story? Do you have a story on it? It's only the video? All right, you got to break it down then. You die. The what?
Is this the one where they embarrassed the girl in church?
Yeah. Carnival Con, sir.
Embarrassed the little girl? Okay.
Carnival Con. The young sister went up there, just to say who she was thankful for.
Right.
She said she was thankful for her stepmother and her mother, and the pastor was just upset. Full demon came out on both of them.
Let's play it for everybody. Then you break it down. You die if you don't mind. What'd you say? You ran into a problem, Mark?
We getting a better.
Oh, a better version. Okay. The water. In the meantime, you want to go at it? You die.
Carnival Con, sir. Carnival Con. In the clip, as you can see, the sister, is just distraught because she's, they asked her to go up there and ask who she's thankful for. She said she was thankful for her stepmother and the pastor and her mother. You know what I mean? It must have struck, strong demons up in them.
Yeah, because if I could add to it, from the observation, you could tell that, this was a cruel woman. And this child saw that she was cruel. And then when they asked her, like she's supposed to be sincerely talking about the Lord to speak on it, she was honest and said she wanted to thank her stepmother. Like her stepmother was the one that treated her decently, the father's new wife. And the mother lost Jesus in the church. And the pastor was with her and backed up the whole thing. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you die, I believe that's the pastor with the brown sweat on. Like this is your problem. Like that's who's going to teach you about God.
We had a video, sir.
Come on, hit me with it. We can go through it right quick. Back it up. Like, look, these wait a minute. Let me tune it up. You about to see these monsters go ballistic. And now you understand why, number one, a woman is never supposed to be in charge of the Lord's work. Ever. Like that woman sitting up on that podium is an abomination to the Most High. And she doesn't know anything about nothing and has no control over that. And this child is in total crosshairs of this monster that's sitting over her. All right, now play the water. Now the pastor told him that. Say what you really thankful for. Now they're gonna be honest. Go ahead. And listen, and a lot of the tribes, if your child was able to tell the truth about you, you understand, you'd probably be on your way to jail, some of you, for the evil that's in your heart that you taking out on the babies. Go ahead, Al.
For your friends. I don't want to hear you thankful for your teacher. It's not about that right now. You're going to say what you really thankful for.
Thankful for my stepmom because she's, I can't say that.
You're gonna get it together, and we're gonna start again. And it ain't gonna be just that. You're gonna get it together. In the name of Jesus. Because I'm done.
Listen. But I don't know if everybody here, I ain't got my chat room up open tonight. But the child thanked the stepmother, and the mother, I think that was the mother, right?
Yes.
Said, oh, we're going to take this home and get this together. And it ain't going to be what you saying it's going to be. You got to get the other monster though that came out the back. The one that came out the back like a wildebeest. You have to get that one, or you gonna lose some of the effect of what's really going on here. Go ahead, y'all. I don't know if you can play it from there, but anywhere you can get it at.
It's a great idea to play it.
And while he's playing, I'm sorry, y'all. While he's playing it, please pay attention to this little girl dressed up like a boy in this church with this gray sweat hood on. Check it out. Sorry, man.
I'm thankful for my stepmom because she listens to me better than my actions.
Like sir, she said she's thankful for the stepmom because the stepmom really listens to her.
There it is.
Right now, in the name of Jesus, I speak to the enemy that's trying to rule and reign in you. Right now, open the door. Open the door. See, what you will not do. See, the word of God says we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but against the principalities of the darkness that try to do stronghold. And what we will not have right now in the name of Jesus is that. So the enemy that's trying to live in you, making you think that, we cast that out right now in the mighty name of Jesus, whether you like it or not, because you will bow down to the Most High God. And mom, don't you freak out over that. You keep laying hands. You keep praying. You keep moving. All of my prayer warriors, my prophets and prophetess come forth. In Jesus' name.
Some of you black women
it's not a run. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Look, they went into full. They got rid of the other kid. They went into full exorcism mode. Because how dare you like dad's new wife? Woo. You understand? And the oppression on that child. Wait, don't stop there, Mariah. Keep playing it.
They took the mic out of her hand.
Yes.
Yeah. In the name of Jesus. We speak to that. We speak to that spirit that's trying. We apply the blood of Jesus right now over every youth. We apply the blood of Jesus right now. Right now, we apply the blood of Jesus right now of everyone in here and on the line. In Jesus' name.
Y'all want me to stop it? I'll stop it if y'all want. Like, go ahead, Mariah. Because, like,
right now,
this is why church need to be destroyed. Like, nobody should be in church no more. Nobody is, let alone these monsters. Nobody should be in there no more. Go ahead. Y'all want to go a little bit more?
I don't know if
it's a little bit more. I don't know how far they go in on it, but they closing in for the death kill. Go ahead, Mariah.
In the name of Jesus. Mom, you hold your head up. You do everything that the Father has instructed you to do about your child. I don't care what it look like. I don't care what it sound like. But you are going to do what the
toys. But if I could just say this out, like that's why church should not go the way it is. And let's be honest. Let's be honest. For them to take this kind of action because the child has a liking for the stepmom means they got to destroy this brother and everything that goes on with him and his new wife. And that's what church is really about. Church is really about the real goals that Satan have put in these sisters, which is to break and destroy brothers. Like the fact that she liked the stepmom who speaks to her when they probably do not. You understand? You could see, I mean, the one in the yellow, I mean, you can't even probably hold a conversation with her or without her getting mad and screaming and yelling and going off the handle, and the mom as well. And it was a real lesbian vibe in the room, a real foul lesbian vibe. Like, Ma, she telling Ma, you stay in the spirit. You this, you that. Mayak, you here? I need Mayak to weigh in on this if he's here. Mayak, where you at? Can you hear this?
I see him speaking, sir, but he unmuted, but we can't hear him.
Oh, he's saying we can't hear you, Mayak? Something with your microphone or on our end, Marat? Check his mic.
He's unmuted, but I don't know why we can't hear him, sir.
He's unmuted, but you can't hear him.
Yeah, he's unmuted on our end, sir.
Mayak, you unmuted on our end? Can y'all work on it? If you got to go out and come back in?
So
Whatever you got to do.
You might have to go out and come back in.
All right, yeah, go ahead, Mike. Okay, he went. Like it was a foul lesbian vibe on it, and it was like they was pushing that vibe on this child and pushing that in the air. And it's because the entire event is about hating black men, about hating men, hating their authority, hating men. Let me tell you something. Women, a lot of these women, they all want that six-figure man. Isn't that what they say? What they call it? I forget what they call it. High value, my bad. High value man, whatever the hell that is. They all want that high value man. But you know what a lot of women hate? A lot of women hate when you go to pursue that high value. When you go to be the best man you could be, a lot of women will destroy you when you're on that path. A lot of women will seek your demise. They hate to see you working out in the gym because all it means is other woman. They hate to see you making more money. And what does it mean? Other women. It all translates to other women. So now you living with this monster, not all sisters. Big shout out to all the sisters that stand strong and do what they do. You understand? And raise kids and do amazing jobs. They unlimited. There was one time where I felt like I couldn't say that about any women, but I was wrong. Not wrong, but those sisters had to be brought to the front so that we could see those sisters. And now we begin to see those sisters. And it really shows that some of you women are, and you should, and every woman should ask that herself. Are you really jealous of your man becoming successful? Because you done been a monster to him in many cases. Now, you done threw him out the house. He left, got another woman, taking care of his kids, all that. He wouldn't be able to see that child if he wasn't paying that support or doing whatever he had to do. So he obviously is doing what is asked of him, of Esau.
Right.
And many of you hate him. You hate him because you wanted to see him succeed, but you really wanted to destroy him in his success. He saw it, got away from you, and then went and got him a new rib in your face. She probably slimmer, younger, prettier.
She know how to listen.
She right. Damn, that's heavy. That's what the little girl said. She said that woman knew how to listen to her, which means she listening to the brother too, which is why the brother chose her. And you sitting in not listening to nobody is going to be left by yourself. You're going to be left by yourself. And let me tell you something. That's why, brothers, if your woman have a legitimate complaint, listen to her. Don't just dismiss every woman's complaint like it's just woman nonsense or she just being emotional. Listen to the case, man. Listen to what she's trying to ask. If she got something legitimate, try your best to fix it. Don't just dismiss her. You deal with her right. Because if she go off, you better make sure that she's the one in the wrong. Because a lot of you women sabotage men. You destroying men's lives. You destroying what they doing. Them churches is filled with those monsters. Those is the most frightening people. And I'm more afraid of them, if you know what I'm saying, hypothetically, than I am of a gangbanger. Because that woman there is going to destroy a man, you understand, from the inside out if he don't get away from her. That's what he's going to do. First of all, she's dumb enough to listen to a woman preacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he came to her many times and says, come on, get the hell up out this church. And she did not listen. And a lot of you black women are left lonely for no reason. You left lonely for no reason. A lot of you done destroyed good men or tried to, and he saw you and had to kick you to the curb. And it's only in many cases, in the truth, it's only because of the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments that brothers will stay with you. You know what I'm saying? Because some of you, the brothers, Brothers would send you on a sailboat. Brothers say, baby, you want a nice trip? We going on a nice trip. When you get your luggage up on the boat, you look back, that nigga is pulling. That nigga is gone. Why? Because you've been a monster, man. Like, this has got to stop among us. So, Lock, I yield. I'm done.
Jitto, can I get a scripture on that? Yeah, Dad, give me Isaiah 3:2. I want you to start in the middle of the verse which says, "Oh, my people," man. You understand? Because this is exactly right what Commander Yohanna Gentleman Hype is saying, man, about this right here. This is evil, man. And they put, can they hear me? They put this woman in charge of us or over us to destroy us, to keep us in line. That's why brothers be rolling out. You know what I mean? I heard, and listen, I talked to one brother today. Listen, this blew my mind. Now, okay, I carry mace as a backup sometimes if I got a spray cat. He said he carried mace to spray his sister. But he said, I lied. I said, what? He said, yeah. They get out of line. They don't know how to act. They do anything and try to attack you. So instead of me trying to attack her back, I'm going to spray her with mace. I fell out laughing. I was no good after I heard that. I was going. You know what I mean? But guess what? I understand. Because he's not lying. He ain't lying at all. Read what you pulled for me. I saw the where it says, "Oh, my people." 3:12.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
As for my people.
Now go to "Oh, my people." Nope.
Con. Oh, my people.
Right. That's what I want. Oh, my people. Now listen to what the Lord's saying to you. Go ahead.
Con. They which lead
Stop.
thee.
Who would it say, y'all? But it says, "Oh, my people, they which lead thee." Now jump right up to where it says, "Women rule over them."
Con. And women rule over them.
Those are the ones that are leading the Black, Hispanic, Native Indian community. The ones in that Christian church. You understand? They lead in the Lord's people, man. Oh, my people, they which lead thee. Who lead you? Them women. The women of them Christian churches. Read it again. I start with women again.
Con. And women rule over them, like over them.
Right.
Oh, my people.
Right.
They that which lead thee cause thee to err.
They cause you to make errors in your life. Things wrong. Things are going bad in your life. Go ahead.
And destroy the way of thy path.
That little girl, because she told the truth. And all she wanted was somebody just to listen to her about her problems, about what's going on. And she said it. Who am I thankful for? My stepmom. Because she listened to me. Instead of saying, wow, that's, damn. And I got to rethink what I'm doing. Maybe I'm making a mistake.
Right.
I'm hurting my child. Let me rethink everything I'm doing that's going on. No. The whole earth got to move up and down. You know what I mean? And she got to take the microphone out of her hands to tell the truth.
Like,
she's telling the truth. She can't talk to her mom.
Like the child got to have a demon because she like her stepmom. Like you got to have an exorcism. There's no way it come from God that you might like your stepmom.
Yeah.
So it got to be a demon. That's insanity.
This one here is rough. So this one here, I heard that. I couldn't believe this here. This is rough, man, boy. And to see what they did, they came out there and they started talking that. What's that language they speak, y'all?
Tongues.
The tongue. Boom. Like they singing scat music or something. Thinking they talking to the Lord. They ain't talking to the Most High. This is crazy. And they hurt that child. Anybody see it but the look on that child's face? The whole time they saying what they saying, do you see the look on that child's face? The child was more and more distraught. So now you know what's going to happen? That child ain't going to talk to nobody. She's going to have problems and issues going on. Guess what? She's going to keep it to herself. And it's going to be their fault because of what they did to her just now.
And can I throw one thing
Yes,
in
sir.
real quick, Haas? And one of the worst things you could do for a young girl growing up is not give her an ear.
Yep.
She got to be able to talk to somebody. She got to be able to grow. And if her mother, she can't even talk to her mother, she's going to find somebody that will hear her quirks and problems and issues. And to you, it might not mean nothing, but to her, it may be everything. Right. It might be everything in the world because she does not understand certain things. So she has to have somebody to speak to. And you, those of you in the church, you just monsters. Salaki, please.
Can I give the mother's point of view?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
The problem is the reason the mother doesn't want the reason the mother doesn't want the girl to talk, the reason the mother doesn't want the girl to be heard is because if you heard that little girl, she would say, my mother's boyfriend is molesting me. She would say that. And so she doesn't want that girl to talk. She wants that girl to shut her mouth. Keep what happens in this house. Don't you tell anybody about what happens outside this house. It's a demon because the thing the little girl is going to say is going to hurt the mother.
Right.
And so she can't ever say it. She has to keep quiet.
Damn right, sir. Damn right.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? And she's going to reach out. And let me tell you something. How valuable is it for a young girl to want to talk to her father who does not live with her? That, I mean, everything coming out the walls is teaching her to hate her father from the cradle. So for her to grow up to that age, 10, 11, whatever she is, and still have a love for her father enough to be willing to talk to his new wife as well as him, that's unheard of. Hell, first of all, you got to find a father that even is in the child's life. That's number one. Then when you find that person, that brother, then you got to find one where the child is willing to talk to that father. Brother, that's a rarity in this kingdom. And for that to exist, and then for them to turn around and circle, that was a true circling of the wagons.
Right.
And to act as though you're going to create a full exorcism on this baby because she likes to talk about her stepmom. Listen, and did it, okay, it wasn't nice because she did it in a mean way towards her mom, but she did it in a way to say to her mom, you don't hear me. You don't hear me. And the preacher shook her head left and right and ran off the stage. And then the woolly mammoth came out the back and brought nothing but horror and terror down, which is her job, believe it or not. That was the way she came out up on that stage. That's her job. You can best believe any black man sitting up in that church is punk almighty as he's sitting up in there, because the wildebeest will come out the back and act like, she's the man of this church and everybody better get in line. Like, this place is diabolical. And that's why 2/3 of us are going to die here. And it behooves all of us to return to the Father. I yield. Salah.
Something has to be done. Massachusetts mom outraged after son's jersey is used in racist hanging display and the culprits barely get punished.
Go ahead, you die.
The mother of a black high school student is breaking her silence after her son's athletic jersey was put on a yellow plastic children at play street safety figure, which was hung from a ceiling pipe in the boys' locker room with a belt around its neck.
It was hung with a belt around his neck, meaning this is what we do. And it's so, if I could, here's the heartbreaker of all this. You know what the heartbreaker for me, anyway, as I examine this is? The heartbreaker for me in all this is, this sister is earnestly trying to give her children a better education. And in doing so, she believes that going to the white school will better educate her children, just as she was taught from the days of Martin Luther King on about this whole busing and integration thing. When what is the saddest thing in the world is that we have not provided her with a school for that child to go to, for that child's education to be better than it would be in that white school. And that's where our problem is. Let me tell you something. I said this before. The Lord is stepping to us, and he's making us behind this. If y'all haven't done it yet, man, you die behind this. Give me that story of those kids that beat up that woman and her children. It goes right along with this. Like, this whole education system it has to be revamped. First of all, the money they put in the education system that they tout that is so much money is barely enough for those schools to survive on purpose. They'll never cut off the money totally. Why? Because they don't want you to go build your own. So they'll keep dribbling that money to you so that you stay in that state forever. They did it with the welfare. The welfare was a masterful. The welfare, they had to do that on a CIA computer because the welfare program was masterful. It was the perfect program to throw black men out the house, take over their families, and work their families into poverty and destroy generation after generation. It was masterful. And the same with the education system. I'm sure that sister said, I'm going to send my son to, whatever this elementary or whatever school is, because I really want him or her to get a better education. The problem is that better education school is filled with the people who hate your guts. They hate the sight of you. They hate your soul. And so now you in a rock and a hard place. You in the ghetto, and in the ghetto, you struggling to send your kid to a good school simply because there's no funding for that school. Why? It's a purposeful program like welfare was. So you say to yourself, I'm going to think better. I'm going to move my kid to a better school, a white school, a well-financed school. And then I go to that well-financed school and my child got to experience racism. All them people, we need to pull up one of them stories of some of the people who was part of that integration when they first started. Could you imagine the life they lived? Many of them will tell you they got the hell out of there. They never wanted to go. It was terrible. It was uncomfortable. You don't get better educated in an all-white school. You get brainwashed in an all-white school. Yeah. You learn how to be like another man instead of being like your own, which losing your soul is worse than anything. Losing your soul is worse than anything. You still got me on the mic too? My mic sounds like it went down. Did it? Oh, okay. No, it was good with the speaker, if you don't mind. Unless it's messing with y'all. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's good. Yeah, there you go. It's too loud?
So you wouldn't hear this. So
I got you.
Speaking when the story
I got you. Okay, yeah, do your thing. Salaki on that. So, you know what I'm saying? So you trying to get the kid through, and then here they come with the racism in the school because in essence, they don't want you there. And brother, don't nothing destroy a kid better than living that kind of life, than living that kind of low self-esteem life. He got to struggle twice. And then he'll struggle, get through it in many cases, get a good job and all that. And he will hate himself and his people for the rest of his life. He's the one that's sitting up there in high seats, hating black people. He's the Van Joneses. They get $100 million from the so-called Jew and in private apologize for black people criticizing them for what they've done to them over hundreds of years. That's who you produce. Like them Van Joneses and them types, that's who you produce in those type of schools. When you try to force the child, we should be doing better. We could build schools way better than the dribble that they hand over to us. You know what I'm saying? Marah was telling me, if I could bring him out, Marah, your grandpa. He'll do a TikTok video on it soon. A lot of you don't know that Officer Marah in here, his grandfather was a weapons inventor. He invented a tool to cut fabric by multiple layers. And the military took that tool, converted that tool, used his patent, and built military weapons, and it's still classified to this day. The stuff that he built. And he was right down there in Atlanta. So he invented all kinds of stuff and got rich off of it and all of that. You never hear nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? We should be building our own schools and recognizing our own inventions. Like if they don't want to help us educate, we should educate ourselves. But you'll never do it with Christian churches because they're paid off. Salaki, I yield.
If I could, Joe. Please. I mean, for the very first time, I remember this very vividly. But my very first experience with racism was West Catholic High School in West Philadelphia. When I went there, they had brothers teaching classes. They wasn't priests, they were called brothers. And they used to bust all the Italian kids from South Philly to the school and gave them cats everything. Treated the brothers like trash. I could not believe it. Even in the sports. Like you playing football, sports, or basketball, them cats was garbage. They were just straight garbage. But they would make them starts over the people who was better than them. Classes, they would do the same thing in the classes. The whole thing, it was ridiculous. And my first experience, I said, yo, what is this? Like, hold up. I had to go home and talk about Papa about that because I didn't experience it before. I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? My first time seeing it was in high school, the Catholic high school.
And Q, General Kubala Mob just said online, you going to be treated like garbage. Q know because Q went to them top, you know what I'm saying? Them top schools.
There's another accompanying story if you want. I don't know if we have time, but there's a firefighter right outside of New York, a black firefighter, and he went to the firehouse one day, and one of the white men just made a noose.
Damn.
And threw it to him and said, "What kind of knot do you think that is?" The brother said, "It's the same. I know what knot this is. This is the same kind of knot they used to use to hang my ancestors. Why are you giving me this?" The cat laughed and walked away. Now the cat is suing him. He's a fireman. 2025. Happening in that school and happening to a fireman from other firemen. And they got it on video. The whole him throwing, because it was in the firehouse, it's on video of him throwing the cat a noose. Happened last week.
So Joe, you tell me they got to go fight a fire. Let's say they get a real hot fire. He got to go in a fire fighting with the same cat that just threw him a noose. So are you worrying about the fire or are you worrying about this cat might try to kill you in here?
And just so everybody understand, I'm not discouraging anybody from going to the highest level of schooling you can go to and the best schools you can go to. What I am saying, though, is as a nation, we should be considering how do we build and educate ourselves going forward. Do you know how many tens of thousands of children we could educate that will, and because we educate them ourselves, they'll never become a gangbanger. They'll never become a whore. Just imagine if you started children out at 5 and said from first grade, kindergarten, first grade, and part of the curriculum was, what is a gangbanger? Why should we become gangbangers? Like, that's all you really got to do with kids. They'll learn not to do those evil things. Teach them propaganda. You know what you can teach a child in 12 years? You got 12 years to teach him. By the time that child come out of high school, brother, he won't think about selling dope to his own. He won't think about killing and murdering. But here's what he will do. He'll know every traffic law. Oh, yeah. He'll know every law to go to court against. He'll know all about law in custody and law for child support. Oh, he gonna know some things to stop this evil that's happening to us every day. Like, they getting to destroy our kids out wholesale. Yep. Our kids sitting on the side of the road out getting high. I told you I went down with the DC. Big shout out to the brothers in DC, breaking it down hard on them corners. I went down I want to say a year ago down there to that corner. And brother, when I went out to the corner, brother, all the brothers that used to be out there, they sitting on the ground or on a bench out, doped out, trying to cope with the society falling apart all around them. Like, we've been negligent, man, in doing this. And brothers have tried, but have not been supported. And many times it's because you black women been gatekeeping on these things, man. You've been terrorizing them husbands. The average black man in America is under terrorism. SHALAM. He's under terrorism. I'm just telling straight up like it is. The average black man in America is under terrorism. What do I mean? He's terrified of the white man. He's terrified of his job. He's terrified of his woman. He's terrified of his children. He's terrified in his neighborhood. He's terrified of everything. That's the average brother. Now, they'll never tell you that. They'll never tell you that. But that's what's going on in their subconscious, man. That's what's going on in their subconscious. And let me tell you something, man. When Esau wants to control somebody, let me tell you what he does. He lets you go after your goal and then cuts your goal off. That's his way of keeping you in control. That's why black people always trying to get up, then we fall. Get up, then we fall. We get up, crack epidemic. We get up, the heroin epidemic. We get up, get a black president, get up in there, give us a white supremacist. Like, that's how you psychologically break a people or anybody. Like you're in a relationship, and here's what's worse. You're in a relation when we say you're in an abusive relationship, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, I totally mean it. Meaning this. If I want to abuse a woman, then as long as she's doing what I'm saying and following everything that I say, we good. But the minute she tries to not follow what I say, I begin to beat her. The minute she wants to be around her family, I beat her. The minute she wants to do something independent, I beat her. The minute she does something without getting my okay, I beat the shit out of her. After a while, she's going to learn to not do a damn thing but what I say. And what happens is when the white man sits over you and does that, he destroys you. And that's what he's done. You could be black in America as long as you don't stand up for yourself. Yep. Long as you're not trying to get up and wait a minute. Big shout out to Tazaria. Give it up for y'all. I just want to say this one thing that he brought out. He brought out, did y'all see that interview that he reposted on his channel with what's the name of the brother Epps, the comedian? Mike Epps. Brother, if you get a chance, go watch that. Mike Epps was good and high that night. He was good and high, and his tongue got loose. And he started really telling you how it really is and how much they hate him. And big shout out to Mike Epps for that. Big shout out for that strength he put out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what he said in that tape, and let me tell you something, once again, it took damn near took a few drinks just to say those things, which again, y'all celebrities don't got to say. We'll say it for you. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to tell them nothing. You ain't got to mess your money up. None of that. You understand? We'll say it for you. Just support us when the time comes. Support us. We'll do the talking. We'll say it. We'll say what nobody else wants to say. We'll say what'll get you your contract taken away. Okay? We'll say it for you. Because they ain't taking our contract away because we ain't got no contract with her. And they ain't going to never get no contract with her. So we ain't even sweating that. So just let us say it. You understand? But support us. So now he went and dropped all that and was saying how much the white man controls you. And he was breaking it down the exact same way any psychological abuser or, military handler or, the type of person or the type, that's in these agencies that control you. That's exactly what they doing to blacks and Latinos and Native Indians. You good as long as you don't try to rise as a people. If you do, we dope you up. If you ask for civil rights, we're going to destroy you and beat you in the streets and then send in the dogs. Anything you do, go ahead. You there, Maya? Oh, video. Okay. Just wait on it if you could. Like you do anything like that, they coming to destroy you. They coming to bring you down. And brother, that's what's happened to us as a people, man. That's what's happened to us in this kingdom. And brother, we got to escape that. We got to knock the glass ceiling off of the top of our head. And how do we do that? Simply by coming together to help ourselves and stop believing the myth that you got to go listen to them and you got to go follow them and you got to go the route they went, the route they want you to go for you to be recognized. That's all a lie. Break the chain. And last thing, black people been putting it out for years that, they got the chains on our mind. You hear black people say that all the time.
Yeah.
They got that's true. So let's break them. Since it's true, why don't we just break them? Why don't we start waking up and saying, what's best for us? You wonder why we all joined the Israelite School of UPK. Because the Israelite School of UPK is totally the best thing for us. Why? Because, damn right, give it up. Why is it the best thing for us? If you a young man, you seeing the world and the landscape, and you want to come out the world, and you starting to learn, you online, you trying to take in knowledge, you come across the Hebrew Israelites, and you realize these cats really got it down. They got all the knowledge, the language, the scriptures, everything. And you start learning it, that's the time for you to say, yo, let me get in touch with I.S.U.P.K. Well, let me get in touch with One West. We the original school. They tried to deny it, but they couldn't deny it. We the original school. You understand? So now go join the original school, learn from the original school, get it added to yourself so that you don't get educated on something to take you off the path in another direction, man. Our young men are precious and they wiping them out wholesale. They destroying and wiping our young men out wholesale. They making stuff valuable to us that is really of no value. You understand? It's not that hard to get a plate of food. They got homeless shelters everywhere. Yet we killing each other over what we believe we need to survive and to eat. When what we need to survive, if you broke and you ain't got nothing, what you need to survive, you know what you need? You need people among your people that actually care. And guess what? The only way you're going to have people among your people that actually care is if you go get educated on how to teach people how to care. That's how you get people to care. You understand? Then you don't be homeless no more. Somebody gives you something to eat. Somebody shows you how you can get a place to sleep. Somebody hires you to do a job. Why? Because they care. Why they care? Because you taught them how to care. But if nobody teaches them how to care, if nobody's willing to do that, then you're going to have nobody that looks out for you when you're down. So if you one of them young brothers, man, or one of them young sisters, and you trying to do that, man, get in touch with the Israelite School UPK. I'm Commander General YAHANNA. You get in touch with us, and you're going to be very well taken care of by the grace and mercy of the Lord. And guess what? You're going to come out of this world. Why can't we break them chains? When we going to start saying what's best for us? Now that they decided what's best for them, which is leading them into the third world's war and all they dirt being spilled into the street, including the babies and everything else, why don't we say what's best for us? You know why I.S.U.P.K is best for you? Because it is for blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians and nobody else. It's illegal for us to help somebody else with the help that you receive. You understand? So you don't even have to worry, well, maybe they're going to go help somebody else instead of us. No, we never will, because it's against our laws to do it. Israelite School UPK is the best thing for you. Why? Because the leader of the I.S.U.P.K, Jesus Christ in the English, Yahawashi in the Hebrew, guess what? He's a black man. There's no other God in this world that's recognized as a black man from the people that have been enslaved in this country. Oh, they'll give you an African God. They'll give you an East Indian God. They'll give you a brown-skinned God now. But they ain't going to give you a nigger God.
Right.
You come to the I.S.U.P.K, you're going to get the niggers God. Who is God of the niggers? He found right here in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Right. And that's why it's beneficial for black people, Latino people, Native Indian people. So, yo, let's pull it all together and let's start fixing us. And we'll have less of these type of stories and a whole lot more stories of our success. Let's stop being beggars to the slave master who's playing a mind game with us to let us come up to a certain height, then kick us back down to the ground just for us to struggle back up again, just for him to kick us back down to the ground. Brother, that's psychological warfare. That's abuse. And that's what America's been doing to us for 250 years. And we've been in this captivity 400 years. I'm gonna let it go right there. All right. We can get the rest of the stories Wednesday night. We on this joint Wednesday night. Saturday, I believe we kind of teetering on Saturday, but Monday and Wednesday we solid. 9 p.m. Look out for us. Hey, support us. Mariah, you got the recording for the tithes. We'll play that at the end. Play those tithes at the end. Support the truth. You know what I mean? Pay those tithes, y'all. Support the truth. Passover coming up.
Yes, sir.
Our biggest event of the year. Hebrew Israelites from all over the world will be coming together, man, really shining and bringing forth this truth. And listen, for those of you out there, don't let Satan pull your spirit down. Let's all do this Passover strong. Everybody make it out to the Passover. Support the Passover. We're going to do it down in Houston, y'all. Houston, Texas, man. They do everything big out there, and it's going to be big walking out there and big talking. So it's going to be beautiful, man. Feast of Unleavened Bread as well. It'll be a nice event. I got the heavy hitters with me. General Muhammad in the building. You understand? Yeah, getting it in. General Michael Allah, where you at, bro?
I'm Motion Crack.
Damn right. General Hazayan in the building. Holding it down, man, up in here with us every week. And the most dynamic crew, I'm gonna talk about my team. The most dynamic team Okay, up in the game. Officer, but listen, y'all gotta, you know, with Chicago and the rest of y'all gotta big up y'all team. I'm big up mine. Big shout out to Officer Marah, Officer Yadiah, Officer Ibad Officer Mutham in the building, Dynamic 4 holding us down every week. Join us. I'll see y'all next time live in the UPK fam. Shalom.
Yeah.
Commanding General YAHANNA here, I.S.U.P.K, the original I.S.U.P.K, 1969, body of Christ. Here's what I want to tell you, man. Now, I want you to think about something for a minute. You've been studying the scriptures. You've been watching us on tape. You've been watching all kinds of camps on tape. And as you've been watching and studying, you realize that it's coming to the point where you got to put this into action. That you need to step out there on the street and handle that work. Now, here's what happens to a ton of brothers. A ton of brothers go out there without coming through the school and learning what they need to learn. And what happens is they run out there and then they run into problems that they don't know about. And they try to get them problems answered online and calling brothers and all that, and it creates a bunch of confusion. And in many cases, it eventually chokes the truth. It look like it ain't gonna choke it now because you feeling strong, your energy's up. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. You understand? I've been doing this 40 plus years. Okay? Ask anybody my name. It's gonna all be bad, which it's supposed to be. All right? Christ said when they speak all manner of evil against you, that's when you know you're doing this work. Do yourself a favor. Come to the I.S.U.P.K first. Learn from the original school first. Even if you think it's too militant or too this, too that, don't let anything block you from getting the pure knowledge first, straight from I.S.U.P.K. I'm saying this out of love because I'm seeing too many brothers fall. They're getting up under cats, they're getting with their clique. Bring your clique here and let your clique handle I.S.U.P.K. Because here's the deal. If your clique ain't strong enough to handle I.S.U.P.K, why would you go out on the street and get swallowed up out there? And if you feel like I.S.U.P.K ain't got it all down, then you should be man enough, you and your crew, to come to us and lay down and break bread and talk about these scriptures. Ain't no harm gonna come to you. Ain't no harm come to a man that disagree with the truth. You ain't trying to harm us, we damn sure ain't trying to harm our own. So come to the I.S.U.P.K, sit down in our classes, learn from us, and then you can make your serious decision on what it is that you're supposed to be. And I guarantee you, you're gonna realize that it was much more than what you saw on that video, man. Much love to all you warriors learning, growing, and getting ready to bust out into this work. I see you soon. Shalom, family.